Alright, welcome to McDonald's. Can I get a second, please? I'm about to 820 is the second window.
Thank you. So we're about halfway to Offroad Evolution right now. It's probably a good time to talk about just what I'm having done to this JK. As I mentioned, this JK is not, you know, too badly set up. I bought this JK about a year ago on eBay. Had been looking quite a while for one that was set up pretty well, so I wouldn't have to do too many mods just to get out of the trail and do some moderate wheeling. And B, a JK that had one of two colors, either billet or stone white, and also one that was not too expensive. So with all those criteria, it took literally 2 years to find my JK, and when I did win it on eBay, I was pretty excited. So I've driven it for a year. I've done a couple of Jeep jamborees with it, had a great time, but I quickly saw the limitations of just 35-inch tires and a 2.5-inch lift. My ultimate goal is to build this JK to be a serious off-road machine. If you're familiar with the Way of Life Jeep forum with Eddie and Cindy O, you all know the famous Moby, the monster JK on 40s, and that's kind of where I want to go, a fully tricked out JK. So I'm going to do this build in 2 phases. Today I'm dropping off the vehicle for phase 1. Phase 1 is getting the suspension upgraded and getting to 37-inch tires on my way up to 40s. And phase 2 will be the incorporation of some beefier axles, and at this point I think I'm going to go with the Dynatrac ProRock 60s front and rear. Today is just the first step. So in the way of the suspension upgrade, I decided to go with the double throwdown system front and rear with the King coil-over shocks. It would be a good time to re-gear. I currently sit on 410 stock Dana 44 axles. I'll keep the stock axles for now with 37, and I've decided to go with 513 gears. I was thinking 488s, but after talking to Drew at Offroad Evolution, he convinced me that 513s was the best way to go. And after reading some of the forum inputs on Way of Life on gearing for 37s, 513 seems like the way to go. Now the other reason for going about this project in 2 phases, other than the cost, as I mentioned, I like to run in Jeep jamborees. I know a lot of the hardcore wheelers shy away from that sort of thing, but I found them to be very enjoyable, meet a lot of great people. But the one thing about riding in a Jeep jamboree is they have certain restrictions on tire size. They limit you to 37-inch tire. And when I questioned them about that, apparently it has something to do with their insurance and the liability. For some reason, their insurance categorizes anything above 37 inches as competition.
Oh, come on!
And that doesn't fit within their insurance policy. I think I'll be in the phase 1 configuration on 37s for probably another year. So I think the stock axles will handle the 37s and the 513 gearing. I can't be too aggressive on the obstacles, but I know the stock 44s will handle a lot, and certainly with a little bit of driver skill, 44s I think can handle 37s just fine. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, really excited. Can't wait to meet the crew at Offroad Evolution and get this JK going. Now before we evolutionize this JK, let me just go over its current state, the before state, if you will. Okay, as she sits in her current configuration, the pre-evolution configuration, She's sitting on a 2.5-inch metal cloak lift with Fox remote reservoir shocks. We've got the metal cloak front bumper and the Warn 9.5 power plant. That's going to stay, but we're going to put on the double throwdown system. The wheels will stay, currently the AEV beadlock wheels. The BF Goodrich tires will be replaced by the 35-inch Toyo Open Country. In order to prepare for the Evolution up to 40s, I went ahead and put the Nemesis fender flares on this Jeep, and what it did was open up the wheel arches quite a bit. These are all aluminum and they're very, very sturdy. Okay, so that's the before configuration, and time to get back on the road and head to Offroad Evolution. Now, one of the reasons I've chosen to go with Offroad Evolution is because they subscribe to a very fundamental principle that I really like: keeping the center of gravity as low as possible based on the tire size and suspension that you're using. So the cool thing is about going to 37s in phase 1 is that I don't think I need to change the lift height. Right now I'm at 2.5 inches. Center of gravity is nice and low. And so with the Nemesis flares that I've added and the wheel arches opened up, I think the 37s will fit just fine. It just all depends on whether or not the double throwdown system can be lowered or accommodate just a 2.5-inch height, but going to a much more effective long travel suspension system and bigger tires. Getting excited now. I've just turned on a Commonwealth, so I'm within blocks of Offroad Evolution. Finally here. Woohoo!
You have reached your destination.
Okay, so we're back at Offroad Evolution. Exactly 2 weeks after I dropped off my JK, and there she sits. Phase 1 complete. Sitting up on Toyo 37-inch open countries. We got the double throwdown system. Oh yeah, that coilover looks sweet. Also did the Evo lever system in the back. Probably have to go underneath to see it. Oh yeah, looking sweet. Well, looky there. All right, let's go inside and take a look around.
So, no, it's not. There's not a whole lot of advantages to it as of now. 60. That's a 60. I mean, even like that, you know. Once you get enough mass.
Hi, Ms. Wade.
How are you?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Even that, I'm 30.
I'm just waiting to pick up my vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Gas is cheap.
Very cool.
Gas is cheap.
Hey, is Mel
Gas
here
is
today?
Expensive. That's a whole.
Yes. I'll go get it.
That's a,
Yeah. Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
all right, we'll see you guys.
Call me, or you want me to show up?
Call me.
Hey, but thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Been great working with you.